First of all, thank you for participating in the Carbon Disclosure Project and for embarking upon completion of the information request. Your participation represents a vital contribution towards finding solutions to climate change. Before we look at the questionnaire in detail, I just want to give some general advice about things you might consider before starting to complete the questionnaire. First of all, gather the information you need. There's a lot of help at hand to complete the questionnaire. You'll need the questionnaire itself, of course, the CDP 2009 guidance, which is on our website. You might want to get your response to CDP 6 in 2008 last year to refer to that. There are standards and protocols available to help you prepare your greenhouse gas emissions inventory, and they are the Greenhouse Gas Protocol, published by the World Resources Institute and World Business Council for Sustainable Development, and also ISO 14064. Your company may belong to a trade or industry association which might publish special guidance on calculation of greenhouse gas emissions for your sector. You may want to consider getting some training, and we can refer you to our partner, the Greenhouse Gas Management Institute, for that. You might want to look at responses from companies in a similar sector to you, which are also available on our website, to see what sort of answers that they're giving. So that's all about gathering information. That's the type of information you might need. Secondly, identify where information is generated within your organisation. There could be quite a lot of departments involved, including your finance department, the corporate social responsibility department, environment, legal, compliance departments, premises management and procurement are all potential sources of information for completing the questionnaire. The last piece of general advice is to think about your approach to answering the questions in relation to the general principle of complying or explaining. Now, the CDP information request is designed to apply to companies in all sectors, and therefore, by definition, there will be questions that may not be relevant to you. Where that's the case, please just answer no, but in all cases, explain why you're answering no. We value answers positive and negative, but in both cases, like you to explain why you're answering in that way.
The first section of the questionnaire asks you to look at your risks and opportunities. While mandatory financial reporting doesn't necessarily look at the same time span, we're asking you to think about how your company will be positioned 5, 10, 15, even 50 years in the future. This can seem daunting, however, we encourage you to use the processes that are already in place by your company. What we've done to help you is to provide bullet points next to the questions in the questionnaire. These bullet points are there to act as a guide, to help you decide what is relevant to your company. As you may or may not know, one of the reporting principles and the guidelines in the GHG protocol talks about relevance and how it can affect a company. As you've received this questionnaire on behalf of your investors, we want to highlight how important it is that you include financial information. Companies in the past have reported to us that a 1 cent increase in kilowatt hours has been attributed to 58 million euros in additional costs to their company. That kind of data-specific information provides your investor with a very clear picture of how you stand to benefit and gain with regards to climate change. Another important point to highlight that you should be thinking about is how your position has changed in the last year. Did you not see any risks last year, or has regulation been put into place in the last 12 months that has made you change your position? These things are all going to help to create a response to risks and opportunities that is more diverse, that is more company-specific, and more useful to your investors. Up to this point, I have mentioned risks and opportunities with regards to regulation and physical risks. However, you also have other risks to think about. How is this going to affect your supply chain? How are you set to be hindered by electricity shortages, things like that. How is your company positioned with regards to your reputation? All of these things are going to matter in an increasingly carbon-constrained world.